Coming up on News 35, Election Night Fever hits USF, we examine the suicide symbol of San Francisco, and the Seinfeld bus rolls through campus. All that and more coming up.
Comprehensive news coverage for the University of San Francisco. This is News 35, your campus news and information leader.
Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Kate Elston. Well, the big news of the cablecast is certainly the 2008 election. The city was abuzz with election activity on November 4th, and reporter Ashton Bothman was on USF campus to catch all the action.
The long-anticipated arrival of November 4th, Election Day, finally came. Students, faculty, and even Father Prevet gathered in Prina to celebrate the moment that would forever change history.
I'm supporting the winner.
And who's the winner?
The winner is Barack Obama.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I think he represents change with regard to the war, the economy, constitutional rights that have been violated in Guantanamo and wiretaps, unilateral foreign policy that's over. We're going to go back to diplomacy. We're going to cooperate with other nations, not try to steamroll them. And I think that the majority of the country wants that kind of government. They've had it with the old style.
The vast majority of attendees agreed with Father Prevet and were overwhelmed with emotion.
The song keeps playing over my head. A change gonna come. They keep playing it on KMEL, which I listen to, but they usually play hip hop, and they keep playing this one song. And I know change gonna come. And I can't sing, but I just feel it in my spirit, and I keep wanting to, okay, I'm gonna stop crying because it's about to cry, but I'm not gonna cry, so I'm gonna be okay. To me, I just see so much progress.
Spirits soared as sparkling cider was poured. Students immediately turned to their cell phones to extend their enthusiasm. I'm standing here with President-elect Barack Obama. Tell me, Senator, how does it feel? Looks like he's a little speechless. I'm Ashton Bothman with News 35.
Some USF students actively participated in other elections besides the presidential one. Reporter Megan Robb has that story.
I'm voting for comprehensive healthcare reform.
I'm voting for climate change.
I'm voting for education reform.
That's right, you heard it correctly. These USF students care about more than just the faces of the 2008 presidential election. The USF chapter of Democracy Matters collaborated with the I'm Voting For Campus Progress campaign to get students to speak out about the policies that are pushing them to the polls. President of the club, Lacy said the project is useful in changing the image of youth voters.
To kind of disprove the myth that students are all about, well, or they're fad voters, or the idea that like they're voting for a certain personality or the character of the candidates.
Club members also registered voters and reminded students that democracy is invaluable to our society.
It's about people taking control of their own lives, and that's what democracy is about, and that's what I believe in. And I think this election has gotten a lot of people very excited, and so it's like more opportunity for people to really get involved.
Clark pointed out that the club's main focus is to advocate for clean elections, a method of campaign finance reform.
We want to be able to have our political representatives accountable to us and not just money.
This organization is an example of how students are engaged in developing society, endorsing the fact that democracy does indeed matter. I'm Megan Robb, News 35.
Before the election, a panel of USF professors discussed the issues of race and gender in the 2008 election. Reporter Ashton Bothman has that story.
A panel of professors from a variety of disciplines gathered students and faculty to talk about the roles of gender and race in the 2008 election. Showing images and quotes while furthering conversation was a main goal for the panelists.
We tend to take these images as givens rather than to really sort of explore them and to interrogate them and see what they mean. So this is designed to do that.
The audience was engaged in conversation and several students could be seen taking notes. However, there was little opposition to the viewpoints the panelists presented.
I think it would have made for a different conversation, and and there wasn't anyone in our department that was a McCain supporter. Probably the most important goal was to create a space for dialogue so that we can actually stop talking about it as individuals but bring groups together to kind of really think through and like sort of have more systematic analysis of some of these issues.
Professors may aim for diverse opinions, but fail in delivering them.
I agree with everybody too. So if you want to turn alternative point of view, turn on the TV.
Freshman Laura Blackburn found it refreshing to criticize mainstream media and discuss the role of race and gender in very unique campaigns.
I think it's good to get the issues out there and actually talk about them instead of treat them as something that's taboo, because if you leave something, behind and treat it as taboo, then you're never going to speak about it and it's never going to be out in the open. So I think it's good that the panel brought all those issues out that invoke so much passion in students and the community.
Research, analysis, and discussion are key components in making an informed vote. I'm Ashton Bothman, News 35.
In late October, thousands of people walked through Golden Gate Park to show their support for breast cancer. Elle Robinson reports.
Making strides against breast cancer is a fun and upbeat walk to provide hope for all those who are affected by breast cancer. On October 18th in Speedway Meadows and Golden Gate Park, hundreds of USF students, along with thousands of Bay Area residents, came together to show their support.
It's a huge community of people who are coming together to fight breast cancer, and it doesn't get any better than that. We all get to work together and have fun.
USF sorority Delta Zeta was one of the many clubs that fundraised for the 5-mile walk.
It was just really fun, bonding with my sisters and seeing everybody around here getting so hyped up, and it's such a great cause, and just seeing the enthusiasm and seeing why people are walking and stuff like that is really awesome.
Oh, I feel great. I am so excited right now. It's a great time to hang out with everyone and hearing everyone's story. I've learned that a lot of my sisters actually have people that they're walking in memory of, which I didn't know before. So that's really good to see that they came here with a cause and with a purpose, and they're just not walking to walk.
The women's golf team also walked with a purpose. One of their assistant coaches has recently been diagnosed with breast cancer.
We think highly of her and care about her a lot and just want to show her that we support her and we're behind her, and our prayers are with her and everyone else.
The USF community showed great support, helping to raise hundreds of dollars.
This morning has been absolutely amazing. The amount of USF sweatshirts, Greek letters I've been seeing everywhere, it's definitely put me on cloud 9. And just see all these youth, the people that are going to be in charge of the world someday, care about this issue and care enough to come out on a Saturday morning when it's not warm whatsoever, to come out here and just have a great time. It's been really good.
Everybody can get involved in some way somehow, and that it'd be very easy. How easy is it to walk? It's something you do every day, so everybody can do this no matter what.
I'm Elle Robinson for News 35.